You factoring, welcome back. Here we go. Anytime you see the word factor, you can type the problem into DESMOS. Pretty simple. Basically, anytime you see anything, it's a good idea to try typing it into DESMOS. So, we're just going to skip those graphs and we're going to come right back to them. Number one, factor completely. Our main strategy is, as always, same thing we've talked about last week, type the question. Extra squeaky desk today. After you type the question, type the answer. After you do that, you're gonna find the match. And if you've done those things, then you're good. That's pretty much all the answers. This is traditionally a difficult type of question. Factoring is a killer, or at least it used to be, because now it's some of the easiest stuff on DESMOS. Type in the question, type in the answer, find a match. Make sure that you're using x's and not any other variables. 64x squared minus 16x plus 1, enter. Now that's a weird shape, but who cares? I just need to find a match. So A, 32x plus 1, 32x minus 1. I know these are weird graphs. Are they a match? Do they look the same? No, they're not a match. They're not the same. No good. Switch it up. I think A is a fail. Let's try B. Parentheses x minus 8, parentheses shift 6, 2. Red. I don't even see the red graph. Oh, there it is. No good. Not even close. B. Parentheses 8x minus 1, parentheses shift 6, 2. Now that graph, blue, is covering up purple. And if I even maybe change this to a different color, that orange graph is right on top. That looks like a great match. And just to prove it to you, letter D, 8x plus 1, shift 6, 2. Green, it's not a match. So I think that C is our perfect match. That's going to be our answer. We're going to circle it. We're done. We're moving on. On the SOL test, you get to a question. And all you need to do, type the question, type the answer, pick the match. Number 2, I'm going to give you guys a second. Check that out. Type the question. Try some of those answers. Make sure that you're using X's and not A's. I don't know what happened to me there. Did anybody get an answer yet for question number 2? Tyron, you got one? Which one you got? A, B, C, D. What'd you say? B as in boy. Oh, don't use A, Mr. Collier. Use the X. Got it. All right, I heard the answer was B. I've got them all typed in, but they're all hidden. This is what our graph needs to look like. Okay? A. No good. Doesn't even look close. B. Ooh, I like that. It does seem perfect. Nice job, Tyron. C. Not even close. D. Not even close. So I think it's an obvious choice here that B is the same graph. Easy. We're getting these right every time. There's no way we're getting it wrong. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, okay, this is easy. Time for me to ignore Mr. Collier, put the headphones in or something funky like that. Number 3, we're already going to switch it up on you. So if I type in all this stuff for 3, type the question, type the answers. Number 3, x squared minus 12x plus 32, enter. A, x minus 12, b, x minus 2, c, x minus 8, d, x minus 1. How's this looking? Not so good. All right. I see my purple graph, which is a nice U shape. Does that look the same? Nope. This one, nope. This one, nope. This one, nope. They don't even look close. We got 4 lines, and then we've got a curve. Here's the secret that's going on. 3 says, which of the following is a factor? An a factor means 1. Which of the following is one factor? Remember, what factoring is it's taking one thing that is combined together and kind of ripping it apart into 2 things. So we're not looking for both of the things. We're only looking for one of them. So looking at these different answer choices, there's something special about one of these answer choices. We've got a black, a red, a blue, and a green. Which line do you think has something special going on about it? I heard x-axis. That is definitely a good place to start. I'm going to turn off my grid, turn off my y-axis, and leave me with just the x-axis to focus on. That's normally a good idea. Remember, the x-intercepts, the solutions, those are all the same thing. If I turn these off, now, what do you think about the black graph? It totally misses. This one looks terrible, guys. Not even close. What about this red graph? It does at least touch it, but it's not that interesting. It's when I see this blue graph that I see something interesting happening, okay? Right here, where the purple graph is crossing the x-axis, the blue graph is also crossing it at the same place. The solution to the purple graph is also the solution to the blue graph. I know it's not a perfect match, but this is what we're looking for. This double cross. I like to think of it like the purple graph is going through the x-intercept at like 2 different doors. So this is door 1 and this is door 2. And we got to pick the line that goes through the same door. So this goes through the wrong door. This goes through the wrong door. This goes through the correct door. And this one goes through the wrong door. So we're going to choose x minus 8. We're going to choose letter C. And that has turned this question into a pretty easy question. Type it in, look for those lines, look for where they cross. I'll give you a head start now. Question number 4. Can you type this in? Can you type the answers? And get one going. Come on, you can do it. Get typing. Type these in for you. If you are not typing this in, then you are not studying. Then you are not practicing for the SOL test. And when that SOL test shows up, better hope you do well on your very first try. What's up? That's a good question. The first one is a cubed. But we'll get to number 5 in just a second. Did anybody get an answer for number 4? I guess if you're already on number 5, Tyron, did you get one for number 4? What'd you get? C. I heard C. Let's look here. I'm looking for this original graph, which has 2 solutions at the x-intercepts, and which color is going right through that same spot. If I kind of look at these one at a time, it's clear that the blue graph is the one that's crossing in the correct place. So I'm going to go with C, the blue graph. Now let's go back up to the top just really quick. Let's draw a nice U-shaped curve, and then let's draw a line that goes right through the intercept, right? Those are good graphs. However, a bad graph would look something like this. Again, we want them to cross right on the x-axis, but if they don't, no good. Please get back to your seat without any immature drama. All right, number 5. Number 5, I have to apologize for the, kind of ugliness of this worksheet. That is supposed to be a cubed, and I know it's really hard to see that. It's, I don't know what happened to this page that it's all pixelated, but that's okay. Still an easy question. If I go to type this in, I'm going to have 3x shift 6, 3 for a cubed, plus 3x shift 6, 2, minus 18x. I'm going to go ahead and type in ABC, 3x enter x plus 3 enter x minus 3 enter x minus 2 enter x plus 2 enter. And now that I have this, that is a whole lot of mess going on. Let's turn everything off and let's go one by one. What do you think about letter A? Is that going through the correct place?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
So look, anywhere that purple is crossing the x-axis is a place that purple has a solution. There's a solution right here. There's a solution right here. There's a solution right here. Does black have the same solution that purple has? Yes. Right? Right here at this middle solution, it is crossing at the perfect position. And so we're going to go with A looks good. But what do you notice about the question here? All the factors. So we're going to have to turn that off and then keep looking. B, what do you think about B?
Yes.
I think B looks good. We're going to have to select B. Now each of these should only have one, right? So this is a good one, and that has kind of eliminated the middle one. This is a good one, and that has kind of eliminated this first one. So we're just looking for this last position over here. Does C go through that last position? No. What about D?
Yes.
Nice. So D looks pretty good, and E looks like it's way off to the side. E's not good either. So D is what we're looking for. So we're going with A, B, and the letter D. Now, as always, and how all of these notes go, I give you easy, 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 and then I mix it up on you. I'm going to throw you a hard question. You might be thinking, how is this going to be hard, right? I need to type in my question, which is 4x squared minus 2x minus 2. I need to type in my 4 options, 2x plus 1. Oh, enter. 2x minus 1, enter. 4x minus 1, enter. X minus 1, enter. 2. I need to look at these one at a time. How does letter A look? Pretty good. I agree with you. So let's choose letter A. That's not very hard so far. I need to identify all of them. Let's look at letter B. How does B look? Wait, I already did A. B is right here. That doesn't look very good. What about C? Doesn't look very good. What about letter D?
Yes.
Looks pretty good. All right. So why is this a difficult question? Look at letter choice E. Letter choice E is just a 2, just a straight up 2. Not a 2x, not an x plus 2, just a 2. And if you look at DESMOS, you typed a 2, and DESMOS is like, what do you want from me, dog? I mean, it's a 2. I don't know how to graph a 2. I don't know. What do you want? Is that a coordinate? Is that a line? I need something. DESMOS isn't really going to help you with this straight up 2 part when it comes to graphing it. You got to have at least an x or a y if you want to be graphed. So what is this 2? If you have a constant, and again, I would focus on this. This is kind of the hard difficulty question we're talking about today. If you have a plain number like this, which is just number, okay, how do you check if this is right? GCF. Do you remember greatest common factoring? That F stands for factor. And when it says identify all the factors, this might be the GCF. So, how does GCF work? You take all of the numbers from your question and you type GCF, parentheses, and then you take all of those numbers. 4, comma, 2, comma, 2. And is the GCF a 2? Yeah. And so we're going to choose letter choice E as correct, because GCF of 4 and 2 and 2 is going to be 2. Can you give me 3 minutes? Okay, on the back. I promised 3 minutes. We got 4 questions, so it's time to go. Which equation is equivalent? Well, this should be easy. Type it in. Type the answers. It's a race. Boom. X plus 5, parentheses, parentheses, X plus 4, parentheses, enter. Type in the answers. X squared plus X plus 20. Home, please. How do these two graphs look? Green and purple. Not good. What about X shift 6, 2 plus 20, X plus 9? How does green and black look? No good. What about X shift 6, 2 plus 9X plus 20? How does that look? Ooh, that looks pretty good. So let me go ahead and try D just to make sure. X shift 6, 2 minus 9X plus 54. No good. Easy. We got it. The answer is C. We're moving on. Number 2. What is the quotient of blank and blank? Well, what the heck does quotient mean? Yes, nice job. Andrew's on it. Quotient means division or divide. So if it says, what is the quotient of these two things, what are we going to do with these two things? We're going to divide them. And whenever you're doing divide, press the fraction button first. So I'm going to press the fraction button first. I'm going with 18x shift 6, 2 minus 9x plus 1 on the bottom. I'm going with 3x minus 1. And, well, I don't really know what I'm looking at here. It looks like just a line. Let's type in the answers and see if I find a match. The first one, 6x minus 1. I think is that a match already? I think letter A is the match. That happens because I'm pretty sure it's 6x squared minus 3. That's not even close. B looks terrible. 6x plus 1. Again, that's not a match either. So C looks terrible. And D, 18x squared minus 3 also looks terrible. All right, A is the answer. That one was short and easy. Number 3 says, what is the sum? And what does sum mean? I heard somebody say it. Sum means add. So add them up. Let's go here. Click, click, click. Start it over. It is parentheses 4x shift 6, 4 minus 6x shift 6, 3 plus 2x parentheses. And it says add them up. So you know what? Add them up. Parentheses 6x shift 6, 4 minus 3 minus 3x. Now that is a weird looking graph, but who cares? Give me a match and I'm done. Is it A, 10x power 4 minus 9, x shift 6, 3 minus x? Oh, what happened there? That's not, I'm not taking the blame for that. How does A look? Nah, A looks bad. B, 24x power 8 Oof, that one's not sounding very good. Minus 16, x shift 6, 3, minus 6, x squared. No good. I don't like that one. Maybe C, 10x power 8, minus 6x power 3, minus 5. Oh my god, they're making me work hard for this. Minus 3. How does that one look? No, it's not the same. Give me a match, please. Letter D, 10x power 4 minus 6x power 3 minus x minus 3. Is that a match, please? Yes. Looks good. All right, the answer is D. What do you say? Oh. I'm not sure. It's like a secret setup that I did. There we go. I just typed it in wrong. Instead of pressing shift 6, I think I pressed shift 5, which is a percentage. Nice catch. I'm trying to go quickly to get Malik to the bathroom. Last one, it says simplify. So you know what? Type it in, type the answers. Very last question. Parentheses, 3x, shift 6, 2 minus 2x, parentheses, minus, parentheses, negative 2x squared plus 3x, parentheses. And let me type the answers in. X squared plus x. No. 5x squared plus x. Nope. 5x squared minus 5x. Ooh, that one looked pretty good. Let me just make sure. X squared minus 5x. No good. And so the answer is C. So, remember, when in doubt, type question. Type answer. Find a match. The only other thing we did was on I don't know why it printed like this. The only other thing we did was on just a number. You want to check the GCF, the greatest common factor. That will show up on the classwork. We're done with the notes.